Is this gonna be Reddit humor the stream? Oh well, we're gonna see how that goes. But anyway, I have a special surprise for you. I got the bunny outfit. Hildibrand is so unfunny. Well, uh, good news for everyone. Hildibrand is going to be a lot more entertaining because I have a few of these. A lot of these White Claws. Uh, I have to clarify so Twitch doesn't ban me. I am of legal drinking age I'm of legal drinking age in every single country in the world, I think. But don't don't drink irresponsibly, everyone. I have to say that. But I was gonna do the stream on New Year's, but as we all know, I was stuck in the Midwest. But anyway, let's turn this into an ASMR. Did my mic get that? This is, what flavor is this? Tropical Punch White Claw. Truly, I don't know. Smells good, but ugh, it's got that artificial sweet. It's very gross. I would not recommend these, but that chemical aftertaste. I do not like this. But I'm not gonna back down. I promised I would, and I will not be able to handle Hildibrand without it. But I've also got a few other flavors. I've also got I have this garbage. If you want bad tasting alcohol, you just drink straight tequila. The thing is, I'm a gamer. I gotta drink gamer drinks. But I got a De Kuyper Sour Apple Pucker. I thought I would put this in if this just tasted horrible. But the thing is, I've had hard seltzers before, and it just tasted like really weak beer. But like they actually made it sweet, but they made it like really gross sweet. And I'm not into it, but also I'm not gonna stream with my camera on the whole time. I just wanted to show you that I got the Bnuuy outfit. Look at how cute I am, everyone. Now, take your photos now because I'm not gonna come back on screen for a while. Also gonna show off something I got recently. Now this sits at my desk. Isn't he beautiful? But yeah. This will, I should probably turn this on. I will probably burp a lot during the stream, so I apologize. The Emmerich body pillow on the bed. I unironically really want that body pillow, but just for the art. Like, I have other body pillows, but I just, I don't know. I don't really like, like, I'd rather just sleep with a giant stuffed animal than, like, a body pillow. Sorry, I'm just messing with settings. Where was I? What did I save an idle share? Oh yeah, I was doing some script stuff. Oh, I finally did the, what was it? The, Studium quest for mining, and I thought it was really cute. Except for the part where I had to go to the Ruby Sea, because I fucking hate the Ruby Sea, but... Still have a bunch of other ones I have to complete, but I don't know. I feel like my, don't know. Can you load, please? Now, I gotta be level 50 for this, otherwise I'd show off the new class I started learning, which is Machinist, Machinist, and I got that drip, but we're gonna, no, we're just gonna build the game. And I think I remember the coordinates for where to start, but... Also, I heard there are, there's like a Hildibrand for each expansion, and I don't think we're getting all of them done tonight. You know what this kind of reminds me of, this drink? It kind of tastes like that flavored soju you get at the Korean store. Where it's just like, so cloyingly sweet and disgusting. Is it, I believe the coordinates are like 9-8. And, oh yeah, it's this guy. Waymond. Yes. An old acquaintance of Wymond is at wit's end, and the businessman would have you help her. I have been busy as a bee, I cipher. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your coming and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? I may have. Yeah, I've heard of him. Oh, you don't mean to say you knew the bugger. I know he thought himself famous, but thinking it don't make it true. Shame that he had to go and get himself killed. All that nonsense about stopping Dalamud himself. What in the seven hells was he thinking? At least it was mercifully quick. Still, judging from the depths of the crater, he must have fallen from an unfathomable height. Gods only know what was going through his mind as he watched the ground rush up to beat him. Ugh. Amazing how well the body was preserved, though. Hells, it's amazing there with the body left to bury it all. I had reason for bringing this up. Right, so Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lend her a hand. Oh, I forgot. Am I just gonna have to keep warping and I'm not gonna get any money from this? Koreaboos really like soju. But like the shit I got, I don't think it's even like a traditional Korean drink. It's just like malt liquor, but Korean. Wait, no, I don't... oh, wait a minute. I have this. Oh yeah, I remember this part of the game. That's where we met Sid. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Oh, you there. Could it be... You've come to offer your services to me! Why are they playing the romantic music in the background? Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Aeolian hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. That's the pussy's pussy. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then, he came back down, and he... Ah! This is all a joke. A big, funny joke. Right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Hildibrand Manderville, beloved son. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildibrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. Mikey, do you perhaps have a thing for cat girls? So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanaland, you might find them, and then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yeah, that should work. That sure to work. Oh boy, where is this headed? Oh right, I have this. I already said that during the stream. Oh, I believe this might be, can I go in? Wait, no, fuck. Yeah, that did not work as intended. I guess I gotta go around. This is just like that one place in Kurthos where you have to go under to get to like the actual things you need, but I keep going to Zelfatol accidentally. Zelfatol, the word Zelfatol really sounds like an artificial sweetener, which is probably in this drink. Did I do a level 46 fate as a level 40? Get over here. You're doing the Manderville. See, I know that. I know that from Manderville. Another gentleman nor a zombie! I realized these cuffs that I got with my Bnuuy costume, they are very Manderville-esque. So this costume is very fitting. Too bad you only got to see it for 1 second. And I'm shy about showing my face. Oh, I just realized you're also fighting with the Lance. You're zombie dragoon. You're just so bullshit! I feel so refined! Why is this fucker following me? No. If thou must. Alright. Got it. Ooh, I got a free circuit points. Oh, you know what I forgot I was gonna do? I had something set up here on my display that I forgot to put back on. My own original art. Should I, is it funny if his arm blocks the screen? No, it's not funny. I'll just, Anyway, year of the Bnuuy. Don't judge me for how I choose to make art. That guy's name, Popo Nagu. That sounds like a name that someone would create as a joke for Lalafell. Someday, if I ever need to make like an alt for anything, I want to make like a Lalafell named Karen Karen, and then just give her the Karen haircut. Did you find the zombies? You did! That's wonderful! I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see? Ha, you're like that one iCarly character. So tell me, what did you learn? I have a parchment. Oh, so you weren't able to make me friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sigoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is, rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sigoli. And, if I ever, Fury forbid, make a, Mikote character, I want to make, like, a really good pun with, like, either Noon or Tia. Or, like, what if I named it, like, It's High Noon, but, like, N-U-N-H? Would that be funny? Why are tank players in North America so bad? All I have to say is there was a point where I was a bad tank player, and I think the funniest tank I've ever encountered was when someone was like, ugh, I hate always having to put tank stance on. I think if I ever, like, if trolling was acceptable in the game, I would probably be like, I wasn't this bad when I was starting out. These people have other classes at 90. Well, I mean, when you start out with, like, DPS, I guess you don't really, I don't know. To be fair, if I ever had to heal, I would be terrible. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know when we come in peace, and when the leader shows himself, we strike! A gentleman is, rather than does. Healing is easy, but, like, healing and doing damage output and doing, like, everything, I was like, who summons the gentle dead man? Dot enemies spam AoE and stop the tank from dying. They live, and we hunger! The girl is doing a, ooh, kawaii animation. My brothers, lend me your ears! A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. I'm afraid. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. The Manderville Mambo is the best emote in the game. I'd say Ball Dance is the best emote in the game, but... It is you! It really is you! I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildibrand! Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombie Brand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire! I can tell this was made in the early 2010s. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector. Erg, inspector overlord, inspector overlord. 2011 moment. Oh, inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. No, I mean, like, this is like back when Plants vs. Zombies was really popular. This was, The Walking Dead was really popular, and like, Stay your hand, my lady! You know not what to do! Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast is more like to liquefy my... I need someone to care about me as much as Nashu cares about Hildibrand. If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying! See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. I realized I really should have had a drink before starting this, because I am not getting drunk fast enough. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me! Inspector Hildibrand remembers me! Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Oh, here we go. Oh no, my bunny headband fell off. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon, and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? I think we need more goofy sound effects. Like, where's this Scooby-Doo running? Does that appear in this? Was that like a... If someone told me that was like a super artsy, silent French film, I might believe them. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it red moon or black dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many No. Oh, but what is that faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness, could it be a case? I thought that was shrimp. Alright, that's part of it. You know what it's time for? It's time for more opening a drink ASMR. Hold on. This is the normal fruit punch flavor of truly hard seltzer with other natural flavors. What are the ingredients in this? I can't fucking read. Filtered water, alcohol. I love how it just says alcohol. Natural flavors. Contains less than 2% of citric acid, orange, cherry, and apple juices from concentrate, sodium citrate, stevia sweetener. Oh, there it is. That's where the ass is coming from, the stevia. Colored with carrot and blueberry juice concentrates. So, I'm at least getting a little bit of nutrition from this, because the carrots and those blueberries are going to make my eyesight really good. Oh, this smells really good. Oh, damn, this smells like... Oh, man. I wish this tasted like how it smelled. You know, as an adult, I think fruit punch is an underrated flavor. It's just got, like, these obscure flavors. I'm gonna pause the stream for a second and figure out what fruits are actually in fruit punch. Is fruit punch a Hawaii thing? Oh, they actually drink like Hawaiian punch in Hawaii? Oh, it's got pineapple juice, passion fruit, guava, orange, apple, mango, apricot. You see, guava is a very underrated fruit. If you have not had anything guava flavored, I implore you to do so right now. Alright, I'm not gonna talk about fruit this whole stream. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha, the Sagoli Desert! I'd bet my life on it. Yeah, I guess that's where we are. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. I gotta go back here. God, I just can't get over how good this smells, but how bad it tastes. You know what I need to get? I need to get, like, that Shasta Tiki Punch. Does anyone else remember Shasta? It was like that really cheap soda that they sold at Ralph's, and then, or Kroger, depending on where you live. Oh no. I don't want to become a samurai, I'm not a weeaboo. Excuse me. Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Well, back when I was in high school, I used to just take all this pocket change and then go to Ralph's or Kroger, depending on where you live, and I'd just buy, like, the tiny cans of Shasta, and they had, like, Tiki Punch. That was one of their flavors, and then I just carry them around in my backpack, and that's probably why I have back problems. Anyway, what? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander who likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Alright. Back when I was in high school, I was like, my school was within walking distance of Ralph's. Ralph's is the California version of Kroger. And I would just go there during my lunch breaks and buy Cheetos and Shasta. Sorry lass, but it's informed you want... I gotta do good. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, he'd speak. That was not a good voice. The only rumors I've heard about that was weapons thieves. Call himself a duelist, or so I hear, but when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... I've already been talking too much, and, I'm still sober, unfortunately. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So, do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey! Wymond! Hold on, I messed up my layout for some reason. There we go. Fell almighty booger me with a blade and spear. The dead have risen, and they'll walk in the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. That's a line from something, but I forgot what it was. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question, how in 7 hours did you survive that fall? Well, I question divine providence. What matters is that Eorzeus' champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think, even though I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliant Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of the fair maiden. What said her most? This knave assaulted a young woman at will? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, if it isn't the lady from the Saguli! Yeah, that's me. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too sink the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Is this just the Princess Bride? Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet! I just heard Inconceivable and then Battle of Wits, and I was like, those are both from that movie! Wyman believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildibrand with his investigation. Well, Lycipher, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspecting, Inspector! But it's all the way over there. I wonder how different my life would be if I started with a different class that wasn't Gladiator, because that has made me hate the city of Luba. I just made my grand company the one in Gridania because that's the city that I hate the least of the starting cities. But my dream for this game is to allow me to officially ally with Ishgard and make that like the company I do all of my lieutenanting stuff in. What have I been spending Gil on? Well, I put a lot of it in my bank. I mean, with my retainer, just to, like, save it for later. But I also do, like, a lot of crafting, and I spend that stuff, like... I put that stuff on the market board. My beloved Pure Heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession. I just noticed he's like right there in that pose. Callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said! And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart... Oh, no. Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent... I've been drinking too much White Claw. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursions to Sunsilk Tapestries. I don't want to go all the way there. I'm already regretting this. Oh wait, these are free warps, so it's okay. I have to admit something. I am really liking the Machinist quest so far. Like, way more than the Bard quests. So, I think I might just learn Machinist instead. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. Are you leveling Dragoon? Oh, Dragoon has one of my favorite quest lines, and of course you love him because you love them because Resident Himbo is the main character. I started the pre-White Mage, the class that gets into that, but because eventually I'm gonna want to do a healer class. But Conjurer. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Boone, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. What? What is this wall of text? Alright, where is this? It's not that far. But, I mean, I think it's pretty much universally accepted that the Dark Knight quests are the best. Like, so much so that they gave a big promotion to the Dark Knight quest writer, even though, she's also written a lot of, like, garbage in the game. Sorry for saying that. Once again, Miss Moon, if you'd be so kind to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind. I confessed his undying love. The astrologian? Well, yeah, I really want to do that because, based on patterns, the classes that were introduced in Heaven's Word are written really well. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 ponzes, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzes? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted! Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Uldar. at the Weavers Guild at Sunset Tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, I cipher. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Ah, of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Wait, what am I... Why am I retarded right now? Well, that... I thought those were chocobos. You know what? Can I admit something? The main reason that I wanted to do Hildibrand was because there's a quest chain in Ishgard that requires me to complete it, and the Scholasticate quest line, and I feel like I would really like it, but I have to do this first for some reason. Anyway. At the heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings, only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellowmoon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves, we're devotees. We worship the giant yellow piss god. Yellowmoon is our sun and Oh, they worship Yellowmoon. We only wish to keep us safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts! All this time you've been stalking me! What nerve! Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Well, I have to say, there are only, like, 5 black people in Eorzea. So, when you see a black woman, those people who are into black women are going to worship you. I apologize if that was somehow racist, but... Goddess? Devotees? Ah! But, of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius himself. Indeed. You're one of the 5 black women in Eorzea. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent... I'm sorry, black male wife. Those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile! I did not expect her to look like that. She just looks like a generic NPC. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You'd be willing to share such precious information with me. Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, I get filtered water for this. Honestly, a good reward because hydration is good. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. I'm not gonna lie, I was literally expecting Clayton from Kingdom Hearts. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found in the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what would happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Okay. Oh man, I love this kind of weather in real life. You know, I love like getting all cozy when it's really rainy in a video game and then looking outside and finding out that it's like 80 degrees. Can you not do this? Because now like the Fate music is just going to be playing in the background. Oh, no, it's not. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are... At last, I caught up with you there, young sir. I'm told you're a victim of a marauding duelist. I don't know why I gave him the Ozzy Osbourne voice. Me? A victim? Ha! How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp. A whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defend my honor and my blade. See for yourself. Oh, he has the hoary boulder haircut. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it was nothing compared to what we faced at Cottonham. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lou we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade. Bid him take it to your smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, snivelling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whoreson. Look at me. Me flowing golden locks and no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything, holy, that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Alright. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gale to pay the chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do? Huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people. Have you no shame? First you claim legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with your problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, you inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaken young Humphrey help the man he is wronged? We should begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. I think Humphrey is like the funniest male name. Like, it just reminds me of humping. Like, you're Humphrey. It's like Humphrey is the funniest male name, and Peggy is the funniest female name. What is this? Oh yeah, I got this. Do these have any use outside of Palace of the Dead? Oh, that's what this music sounds like. I'm saying this because the town music for a lot of Endwalker settlements kind of begins like this, but then it goes into different music, and then I was just like, oh, they're reusing old music. No, they're not. I feel like I should take a bathroom break pretty soon, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, I should. Would you guys think it would be funny if I pissed myself live? No matter the answer, I'm not gonna do it. And take swords, oh, having the foggiest about. A traveling mission. Jojo Npa is the one you had to speak with, assuming hasn't left. Woo woo woo. Eleazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More like Hugh collected had been tricked in the purchase and counted the relics. That boy should be ashamed of himself. Robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. These are tricks of the law of them. Maybe not, but they'll be there. Jojo Npa. Is that the part 9 protagonist? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you described. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honourable man like Eleazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put us at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the most convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fine. Sorry, I'm distracted because I have to go to the bathroom. You should endeavour to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search for the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Yeah, I think I really just need to take a break to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I have a confession to make. This whole plot is actually kind of boring. I mean, there's a guy named Humphrey, and there's like some mystery, but it's like, this is kind of just an ARR fetch quest, I told you. I mean, I was expecting more cringe. It's like, when's the cringe coming? So, let's see. What if right now I came back on camera, I open another White Claw, and this is the citrus punch. We're gonna do a little ASMR. I'm gonna put it next to... This is the most generic tasting of the three. It's very boring. It's kind of like the... I mean, the problem is, like, at the beginning, there were, like, some really silly moments. And I was like, man, I wish I was drunk for that. But now that I am a little bit drunk, and it's just boring moments, it's like... I don't fucking know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. We're just gonna see if I get distracted later. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some tier lists. That might be fun. Maybe I'll watch like some funny videos. Maybe I'll watch like some Gordon Ramsay. I don't know. But then I'd have to, like, edit the VOD. I don't know if I'm posting this VOD, but, oh yeah, also my ears, I can make them, like, flop a little more. It's like the bunny chief headband. Because, like, the basic bunny headband just has them stick up. Yeah, I'm going. Goodbye now. Goodbye. What was I doing? The Immaculate Deception. Oh, you know what's something funny we could do later? We could, like, look at official, 14 forum posts. Because some of them are just like... Or just like the 14 discussion Reddit. I mean, I theoretically like spaces where forum users are small at all times. It's so funny. Once I do this scene, I'll tell you what I think is so funny about it. And like... But I like it that there are just spaces where you can vent about your criticisms with the story. Because, I mean, people circle jerk the story all the time, let's be honest. And like, but there are parts that I don't like about it. Even though overall I think it's pretty good. It occurs to me that I'm not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be pretty too much for my body and mind. Discord exists for a reason, but last time on when I said on Caliburnie's Discord that I was like, I'm not about to complain about people being shit at the game on the forums. That one time on like Caliburnie's Discord, I was like, you know what, I don't like Graffiti anymore. And then someone got really mad at me. Now without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil that is indeed on many an occasion my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my... oh, the music's loud? Oh, sorry. Is this better? It's also just finding the correct mic balance. Maybe if I turn this up a little. I'm also trying just not to get too much of my fans, because I know it can be quite audible at times. And I know, like, when I was watching my Oblivion streams, it was way too, the game audio was way too quiet, so I'm overcompensating. And also, we're apparently gonna pour oil on his body, so I'll get back to my thought after I do this. Do I have to, this comforting scent, as though I'm a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Massage Hildibrand. But it's like, if they animated this, it would be funnier. Oh, God, the pain multiplies manifold! Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, yes, at last I'm gonna come! Sorry, I mean, my muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads, and the pain becomes a pleasure. I gotta keep doing this. Oh, he's a... Right there, yes, keep doing that just like that. Yes, once more. With the feeling. Never before have I received such a splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. Does this count as sexual harassment? What I was gonna say is, it's really funny how certain people get, like, really angry at Bnuuy. Like, they just treat her like the true villain for, like, sundering everyone. And, I don't know. They take it too seriously, and I just think it's really funny. Like, they even compared her to, like, Hitler ideologies or something. I don't know. I just read something that was, like, a, literally a novel about, like, how Bnuuy sundering the unsundered her ideals to make them stronger throughout war, throughout struggle, is like an ideology that Hitler adopted or something. It's like, that is looking way too much into it. I mean, I feel like a lot of it is because she's a female character, and a lot of people are just looking for more excuses to hate female characters, but I don't know. I just think it's funny. You've been productive. Excellent! May I see what you found? Worthless, useless, irrelevant. I've had all of those insults thrown at me. No sight of the sword Jojonpa mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet! What was that anyway? Hashtag misogyny win. Did something cause you to piss or cum? Once again, my instincts have guided us to a query that I had you search that section of the spring water was a stroke of sneeze. What you? Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in this clothes. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashi. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elisa as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. It is not wonderful, my friend. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elisa's woes will be no more. Woes will be no more. Where is he? I can just fly there. I feel like most characters in fiction that I have hated with a passion have been men. There are exceptions. I've hated a few women, but it's usually male characters that I really hate, I feel like, and a lot of it is because, I mean, when a lot of, what was that? What am I saying? What am I saying? I mean, when I go online and, like, a lot of people agree that, like, a character is shit, I'll be like, yeah, I can take comfort in that. At least we all agree on that. But then when, like, a character like Hian from this game is, like, obviously a piece of shit, but then it's really rare that you can just go online and find people that agree with you, then I'm just like, Hian is a piece of shit. And, like, I just really double down on that opinion because I know no one else will carry it for me. But I did find a thread on, like, the Reddit, the discussion subreddit, where it's like, what's your unpopular opinion about, like, disliking a character that everyone likes? And then the top voted answer was Hian, and a lot of upvoted answers and just a lot of comments. And then I'm like, finally, this is the only place on the internet where I feel validated. And I need to make like a whole ass video essay about why I hate him this passionately. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God's bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought your change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashi. If you would just bring me that case. Yu-Gi-Oh? Inspector? Inspector Hildibrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? Dude, it's like right in your forehead. It should, you know, based on the dimensions of this card and the way it is glitching into your forehead, it has pierced your skull. And that is, hardcore. Why are you not bleeding? Someone get a chirurgeon for this man? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? I hate how I said come and initially thought it was like... I like how this guy in the background is just patting his head. He's like, is that Mike Ehrmantraut? Like, put your dick away, Hildibrand. Not having sex with you, Hildibrand. No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wore this. Oh my god, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's, Yugi is here. Yugi is in the game. A challenge for me? Oh, at last, the curtain rises. Very well, if I am to duel this duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light! He is exceptionally something. Cool. Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing. Hildibrand. What the fuck is that walking mannequin doing? Is that Hoary Boulder? This is far from the strongest of... Gilgamesh?! Blue, blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the Blade of Legend? Is this where I unlock the Gilgamesh trial? God, that took fucking forever. What, the Godfather? Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the what? With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. What? Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not with what? What's going on? What? What? The Godfather? Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... no, it's gone. Never mind. I have been wondering for, like, years how to unlock Gilgamesh. And now I know. The science of deduction. Sorry, I'm just gonna look up real quick how long this is, how many of these there are. Oh, I'm at the science of deduction, and there... Jesus fucking Christ! There's a... How long is this gonna fucking take? You know Gilgamesh is in the game since 2014, but never started playing until Shadowbringers. Yeah, that's valid. Oh, holy shit, this is a... Yeah, I am not getting this done tonight, but, it's 9 fucking hours. Yeah, I've been live for an hour and a half. And also, I'm just gonna pause to show you this really cool thing I found. Where is it? Window capture, I just got an ad for these pins, and I think they're really cool, so I wanted to show people. Like, I really like the, Hades... What did I call them? Hades? Emmett Sulk. They're both called Emmett Sulk. I don't know why I called one of them Hades. And then Hythlodeus, and then Bnuuy. Those are, super rad. You skipped every cutscene and it took 9 hours. Well, I mean, I guess back in ARR when, what else do you sell? What else does this shop sell? Oh, it's going fast. Well, if it's high demand, then it'll come back, but, do they have your Shola merch? No, but they have a Husbando, and they have a Your Husbando. How do I check their entire shop? Oh, here we go. They do have Y'shtola. That's cute. They have all the scions. They have, actual best boy. They have Ardbert. They have, worst boy. You know what's really sad? I have an Ida bag now. Oh, they have a Yotsuyu for people who like her, which is a lot of people. They have Remake. They have Nier. They have oh, they have Kingdom Hearts. I might have seen this at like a con. Yotsuyu was the best villain in the game outside of Emmett, but that's not Fordola. Like, Fordola was just Yotsuyu done better. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I always see such cool shit on Etsy. Fordola isn't a villain. I mean, right now she is not a villain. Right now she's just a wasted character that's been shoved in the background for no apparent reason. She's just playing the winning side. Yeah. I've been, what did I... Wait, what's this? Why are all the Asians there, but then Emmerich is there? I'd get this. Oh, this is enamel? Oh, it's, Looks like an art print, but I already have so many art prints that I really haven't figured out where to hang up. Yeah, I can run dungeons with you sometime. Just, I don't know, if you ever see me online and you're like, hey, can you run a dungeon with me? Then I'll probably be like, yeah, okay, sure. Oh, these are stickers. These are, for fans of Blackish Tola, we got Blackish Tola. Oh, we got a Yazel sticker. We got yeah, apparently there's like a whole whitewashing controversy about Yazel because they like made her skin tone like one shade like that. Why do the faces look like that? Because this is a Tumblr artist. I don't know. Why does Emmerich have something in his eye? She was already white. I mean, she's like anime race. Vaguely white, vaguely Japanese. What's this? Someone just... Oh, that's Fire Emblem. I was just like, oh, that's Ardbert and someone's Warrior of Light. And they're selling that. What are these? They're just Black Alphino and Black Alizé. Who would have seen that? That's cute. Oh, I mean, you... The funny thing about these Tumblr artists is, like, their insistence on giving characters darker skin colors. And it's like, yeah, Thancred has a bit of a tan, Urianger has a bit of a tan. Alphino and Alizé are pasty as fuck. There, It's never black people who do that. Yeah, it's always white women. Is that a fucking Manolin charm? That's actually kind of adorable. All the House Photon boys. Oh. And then they made Orchifant slightly darker because he's the outcast, he's the bastard in the family, and that equates to a darker skin tone. Like, I don't think white people realize that some people might interpret that as racist. The black-faced. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know, but I like how there's actually a Manolin merch. I realized I've gotten like totally sidetracked. I'm so... Oh, what are these? Is that a bunny Hythlodeus? What the fuck am I looking at? Also, Hythlo is pretty pasty in the game, so that's definitely a race lift. Perfect little guy. Oh, these are discounted. You know what I actually really want for my Ida bag? I want like a Loporrit plush. What if I, Oh, they have a Pudding Way shirt. That's all they have. Oh, they have Brewing Way. They have... I actually have this candle. It smells really good. large acrylic keychains. The problem with these is they don't fit on whatever I already looked at that. Oh, I've seen this before, but this is like actually really cute because it's like an interpretation of what all the characters would wear if they were like modern. And I like how Merlib is just like, that is a fucking base thing to wear. And then generic hipster outfits. And of course, they made 3 Grahas because I love him so much. We need 3 for his 3 distinct personalities. And then Stinian's just wearing like Nidhogg Slayer. That's very based. I think that's. Or Chiffon works at Starbucks. That's cute. Emmerich has amazing drip, as he always has. And I'm not going to waste any more time, but actually I'm going to take another break because, believe it or not, White Claws are mostly water and they make me have to pee a lot. So what if I'm going to put it on this screen again. I can't find my bunny ears. I just have to accept that. Also, I'm tired of wearing these cuffs and this collar. It's very silly. I don't know. live for 2 hours? God, this silly and goofy? Yeah, that's what I be. But we have one more White Claw that's actually a truly hard seltzer. And I'm going to do one more ASMR of this. I really hope the vapor didn't get on my mic, because this is actually a very expensive mic. So, I do voiceover work, so, I have a bit of an expensive mic. But I want to, before I get back to this quest, I want to look up the difference between Truly and White Claw. Fuck. This game is very finicky with window capture. I mean, not this game, this, Wait, what am I doing? I just have to double click. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna learn educational stream. Oh, Truly Hard Seltzer has less sugar than White Claw, which, in terms of flavor, that's a bad thing. I wish they would... I've said this many times. I wish they would just make drinks less sweet. Yeah, I'm hoping, because I've just been drinking hard seltzer instead of, like, straight up whiskey, I'm not gonna have a terrible hangover tomorrow. But, they existed in 2016? Like, I feel like... No, 2019 was when everyone really got into hard seltzer, I feel like. White Claw is related to Mike's Hard Lemonade. Oh, it's just a slight edge. Hard seltzers haven't quite caught on. What the fuck do you mean? They've definitely caught... When was this? 2021? Where the fuck are you living? I want to see what I'm missing out on. Yeah, I'm over 21. Up. White Claw is 8% alcohol. Purified carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid, sodium citrate. So, White Claw tastes better than this shit, probably? What fruits are in this one? Hold on. Let my eyes adjust. Filtered water, alcohol, natural flavors, contains less than 2% of citric acid, watermelon, pineapple, and passion fruit juices from concentrate, cane sugar, sodium citrate, xylitol sweetener, colored with pear, carrot, and blueberry juice concentrates. Weird how this one has xylitol in it. Because, I don't know, stevia versus xylitol versus sucralose is kind of a... What's this? Oh, it's still just talking about. Oh, but this is a White Claw website, so it might be biased against, like, so they might be lying about... They might actually have absolute garbage in it, but anyway, we're gonna get back to this garbage. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared targets. So happens I've identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of Finnish Guardian Noble's collection, or what should I say? No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an old dog collecting the You said Ishgard. I am on board. Speak with Tutusi. I can guess what race Tutusi is. You guys want to hear about the new character I made? I call her, I don't know. I just have a funny concept for a character, but it's honestly not that funny. It's just, playing more into the he and hate train. Let's see, we have your brown lentils, your green lentils, and that's all. That reminds me of the time I was like, man, I really need to find some red lentils, because lentils are like the healthiest food ever. So I was just like, I gotta eat these lentils. So then I got some brown lentils, and then I'm like, these are very mid, but then everywhere I've been reading, it's like red lentils are so much better. But then I like went to Trader Joe's and I went to Whole Foods and I'm like, none of them had red lentils. But then, I don't know. I told my mom about it and then she went to like some ethnic market and she found some red lentils and gave them to me, but then I never made them. So that's how I feel about lentils. No, I had like lentil soup from a restaurant recently and it was very mediocre. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in the back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. The Amalja don't shoot fleeting unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victims make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misinterpret yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sake, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You two, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. At least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his house, you know. Is it? You know. I have never heard Ishgard mentioned so many times in a setting that I have not had any interest in. Let's see, you have your brown lentils, your green lentils, and that's all. That reminds me of a story I have about lentils. You see, one time I made brown lentils because they were apparently very healthy, and I'm just kidding because you know what? What? Is that the call of the Christmas spirit? Oh my god, I made a friend. I made a friend. Look, I made a friend! Christmas all year round, baby! How long are we gonna keep... What's this Goobo doing here? Alright, I'll let you get on with your life. Oh, you want me to keep doing this? Oh, what's going on? I don't fucking know who this is, but they're in the Christmas spirit. We're just on our reindeer. I think my hope in humanity has been renewed. It's a Christmas. It's a starlight miracle. This is beautiful. All right. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. I feel kind of sad because the only Christmas movie I ended up watching this year was Home Alone with Calamari's Discord. I don't know. Oh yeah, and I watched Elf, but like, Elf was kind of a given. I feel like you gotta rotate out all the Christmas specials and like not watch them every single year. But I mean, that's just me. But no, well, or what is it? 2021 was the year where it was like the only movies on Netflix were just like, there's like a new Home Alone movie that was kind of garbage, and then there was White Christmas. So I just watched White Christmas like 2 nights in a row. But oh, the Alphic Lavender, I was just about to complain that, like, I chose Alphic as my guardian deity, and Alphic didn't really have, like, any prominence in the lore because, I don't know, like, every city-state has, like, their own deity. Like, Like, obviously Ishgard has Alone, but then, like, Alamigo has Ralger, Ulda has Naldal, Gridania has, Mommy Milkers, and, who did Limsa have? And then, I don't fucking remember. It's like... I'm at the point where I'm gonna start playing something else eventually. I have an idea of what I want to play now, but might have to wait like 5 or so minutes, but I don't know. Will I get banned for showing this on stream? The problem is, if I like download a new game that I've never played before, I won't know how to set it up, but... I got inspiration randomly. But, here's a game that I haven't played since 2019, but got an update last year. So... let's see. Wait, no, I almost clicked the fucking Linux download. Linux. I gotta... you know what, I'm just gonna... hold on. This'll be worth it, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. No, it will be. Please stay here. All right, I've got something, and I have you guys cannot. I think maybe my mic might be picking up my headphones right now because this is very loud. Holy fucking shit! How do I? Hold on. I gotta. What the? What is this fucking rave I'm in right now? But why is it upside down? What the fuck? But anyway, this is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna need to turn this way fucking down. Why is this? Hold on. How do I? Oh, I could have just done that. How do I? BGM volume is gonna need to be like. Oh my fucking god, that was so fucking loud. How about 60 for now? Maybe 90. We don't need that. I'm not photosensitive. I'm sorry to those who are. Hides private information for safe. You know what? Yeah, streamer mode. Yeah, but what's the most obnoxious frame we can do? How many? Let's just do a normal frame. Did that save? Yeah, it's saved. Oh yeah, this is a new version. I had an old save file of this a while ago, but no, I'm gonna hold on. I gotta update that. Wait, oh yeah, it's like, why is this upside down? Or am I high? I'm not fucking high. I'm fucking drunk. This is yeah, what the fuck is this? Maybe I need to... No, that's not working. What if I... No, wait. Huh? There we go. But I'm afraid if it goes back to, like, another game I play, then it's just gonna be... I don't know why it's upside down. Could someone do something about it? But, oh, hold on. Alright, we're doing this now. This is, Alright. Station master here. We've got your boarding passes. Is it still upside down? Is it still upside down? Because on my OBS display, I fixed it. But, either, I don't fucking know. We got your boarding passes. Another one for Reborn City, huh? They sure have been pushing that new league. Let's see, which one of these was it? I think this is the one I used before. Yeah, it's me. Certainly looks like me. What was my name? You said iCipher, right? Got it. Then just to be for gender, I should put, yeah, I'm a girl. Right. One sec, I'll handle the rest of this. A Realm Reborn. Adults. Yeah, I like how this game is like, you're a Pokemon trainer, but you're an adult, because I feel like a lot of games, especially the recent games, are just like, you're a fucking child. Deal with it. Just between you and me and the old battered fence post, I hear Reborn City's kind of a dump. Why anyone would want to go there is beyond me, and yet a bunch of you ambitious trainer-type folk have been headed out in droves. But off you go now. Train's leaving any minute. Choo-choo. Do you wish to view the controls of the game? No. I'll regret it later, but... Oh, it's Absol! Absol is my favorite Pokemon. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you when you get into the city. Alright, hello there. Your turn now. Sorry for the wait. My name's Ame. I'm the manager of the Reborn League. You're also looking to sign up for it, right? It would be great if so. We're finally just getting things off the ground. After the incident, after the calamity a few years ago, the whole region was almost completely abandoned, even by the Pokemon. But don't let that worry you. It might not be an ideal place, but our gym leaders are nothing like nothing you've ever seen before, and I think you'll find Reborn to be a region like no other too. I'm coming back from some business out of town, so I figured I might as well introduce myself early and get a head start on everyone's registration. Could I see your boarding ticket? iCipher. I guess it's that time already. Well, okay, I got you. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just feel free to skip this, but... Were there any instructions or passwords you had for us? No. I'll set them. We're almost to Grandview Station, so after we disembark, just follow me to the Grand Hall. There, I'll give you a starter Pokemon to really kick off your adventure in Reborn. Sound good? Then if you'll, Something's not right. Shouldn't we be decelerating already? Oh no, move! This is already starting off on our, edgy little adventure. Should I, turn this up? Because, E! Why? Why? Are you okay? Wake up! Thank goodness you're okay. That train exploded right as we pulled into the station. I'm just glad I could get us out of there in time, but everyone else... Well, there's no use thinking about that now. Why did this have to happen? Who would even... Hi! Julia. Julia, what did you do? What? I didn't do anything. I was at the Jimmy Gym and then... I don't fucking remember this. I was at the Jimmy Gym and suddenly boom, so I came running. Cause you know, the thing is exploding, I gotta be there to see it. Based on the timing, this must have been a deliberate attack. Somebody rigged the train to destroy Grandview Station. Or maybe it was... And they want to destroy the station a little harder! I mean, the structure's still standing. What's up with that? This is like a 6 out of 10 job at best. Anyway... Wait, whoever was behind it could still be monitoring from nearby. I'll have the perimeter locked down and we may yet catch them. I'm going ahead, Icipher. There's another trainer that was meant to register with you at the same time, so find her and then come see me. I'll be in Grand Hall just down the road. You can't miss it. And don't you worry about all of this. I'll have it completely taken care of. So you're Icipher? I'm Julia, Captain of Cheer and Pep and all things bubbly and bright. Oh, pop quiz. Are you going to take on the reborn... I guess I kind of have to. This game is one of the fan games of all time. Correct! I'll be seeing you very soon because I'm also the electric gym leader. I'll be looking forward to your challenge to go on so get down to the Grand Hall already. Actually, I really liked it when I played it before. Parts of it, but I feel like what I remember of this game is hold on, I gotta turn the volume down. But what I remember is this was the first Pokemon fan game besides Clover that I played, and I was really impressed. I thought it was way better than the mainline games, or at least the recent mainline games, but also it kind of has too much focus on like original to character, do not steal, and it's a little bit edgy. It's like a little bit too hard sometimes, but it's I never actually beat it, but I don't think it even had an end back when I played it, but we'll see how this goes. It's just a quick walk to the east. Go on already. I guess, how do I, wait, and okay, I'm trying to figure out the controls. I was inside the station when it happened. The train pulled into the station all ablaze and slammed into the end barrier. It's a miracle I made it out unscathed. I don't remember the train crash in this, but, well, shit happens. What you gonna do? Yeah, this is an edgy game because they say swear words. Damn it! How am I supposed to return home? I hope they just, like, start saying, fuck. You're on the train that exploded? So was my fiance. Well, I'm sorry. Knowing the, edginess of this game, you're probably a widow. These police won't move. I can't even get back to my own house because of the stupid... If only you knew. What the city once was marvelous. Alright, back off. This here is the Opal Bridge. That means trainers only. That means not you! Alright. Oh, I can't go there. Where's the fucking Pokemon Center? Where do I go to? Oh, I guess the, yeah, where do I go? Is it here? No, it's not there. Where do I... Is it here? No. No, it's here. Oh, it's here. This looks like a Pokemon lab. Hey, are you Icipher? I'm Victoria. It's a pleasure to meet you, but is everything okay? I heard what happened at the station. Well, you're here, so I guess you're alright. Let's go ahead and get registered. Don't worry, it shouldn't take... Let's go inside. Oh, you're here already. Good. There's no sign of any suspect yet, but I've got several officers out here. Did they not put a space in that? The suspect in the station bombing? That's right. If anyone responsible for the incident is in the area, we will find them. But until then, we'll probably have to restrict travel between the wards. Anyway, new trainers don't need to worry about all that. It will be taken care of. Let's finish your registrations. Obviously, the main event is picking a starter. Icipher can go ahead of me. I don't mind. Right this way, then. These Pokemon are all set aside for new trainers to choose from. The tables go from top to bottom in order of grass, fire, and water, and the Pokemon are arranged from left to right in order of they were discovered. Go ahead, take anyone you like. So, last time I played this, they had up to Gen 7. I'm wondering if they would have added Gen 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's just, no, I don't want Rowlet. This is I can have any starter up to Gen 7 that I want. I know, people are always like, oh, a Blaziken and Fernape, they're the best starters, but I think I'm just gonna go with, like... I'm gonna go with who I trust. So you want Cyndaquil, the Fire Mouse Pokemon. Yeah, I'll take Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is my favorite starter of all time, by the way. What should I name this? What should I name my Cyndaquil? So Cyndaquil is going to evolve into Quilava, who's then going to evolve into Typhlosion, who's a fire type, has a red, orange, yellow thing, who would fit Typhlosion. What's a good nickname? You know what? What if I named him after my, trusted Dark Knight trainer? Okay. Oh wait, no. Settled? Alright. Let's not keep Victoria waiting. If I think of a better name, I'll change it. But yeah, I picked Cyndaquil. Oh, don't worry, I want you to pick just to pick you. That's silly. Actually, it's better than the rivals of the current games just picking whatever Pokemon is weak against you because they treat the player like a fucking imbecile. I already know which one I want anyway. Okay. Hey, you're cute. What? No, I didn't say anything. Hey, was Ame just here? Oh, she's with someone else. Kay? The name's Kane. How about yours? I say for a pretty name. So by the looks of it, you're just guy first Pokemon. Are you gonna challenge the league? I was just coming here to start over. Figured I'd try taking on this league instead. So I said, what do you say to a battle if it's reasonably gentle? Pretty boy. Femboy Kane. The thing I really liked about this game is the music is really good, but... Ah, fuck. Do I have a potion? No, I don't. I shouldn't have used Lear. Fuck. Oh, you missed! Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Cute and talented. Very nice. Come on, let's get our Pokemon healed up. There's a Poké Center built in right over here. Welcome, allow me to heal your Pokemon. Here you go, we hope to see you again. There you are. Sorry, I kinda stole a cipher. Okay, and right, I forgot you were coming by. It's okay, we were So that's the no, I'm fucking... What the... This dialogue is worse than I thought it was. Now let's begin. My sensei said that learning to work and train together Pokemon would be an invaluable step in my journey of personal growth. I suffer, let's take these steps together. Oh, it's Litten. Should I go for doing more damage or luck? Oh, critical hit! Fuck yeah! Ah, hell yeah. I dare say this version is better than the one in the game of this song. Oh, it's over already? You're no ordinary trainer, are you? Hey, Ami is waiting for you guys when you're done. I'm all set, so I'm gonna hit the road. See ya! Oh, that's the poster boy for F Buddy. Huh. What's going on? I got the Pokedex. Okay. What's going on? This game is fucked up in a funny way. I'll get going and check in with Kiki. Who's Kiki? She's my teacher. I'm an apprentice at the Apophil Academy across the lake from the city. If you're ever in the area, I'm sure they'd love you to drop by. Anyway, here they're meant here. Yeah, I feel like a lot of characters in this game go by they, them pronouns to be inclusive. What did you want me to do? Right. Snubble, please stay. You're driving me crazy. Snubble? Oh, not again. Ever since it became level 21, it's been totally out of control, even though I raised it from an egg. Yeah, this is a mechanic from the game. Like, every single Pokemon acts like they're a traded Pokemon. I remember what I did last time I played it is because my level cap at one point was 35, so then I, like, leveled up my Cyndaquil to level 36, so it became Typhlosion, but then I just used, like, an anti-rare candy on it, and then it became level 35, but still a Typhlosion. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. You're gonna fight me. Youngster Paul. Okay. Fine, you can pass. What about you? Alright. Hotshot Eric. The guardian of the bridge who has a Bidoof. Ah, fuck! Am I about to get owned by a Bidoof? Have it your way. Is this Burger King? Kurger Bing? Wait, no. I gotta go to the Pokemon Center. Does anyone remember the Hershey's Sundae Pie from Burger King? Because it's actually, I remember it being really good. It's just like a chocolate cream pie that I thought was really good. Oh, I can't. Hey, Fabuddy. Wait, no, how do I? Civilian entry is this, I have extensive military experience with the, Order of the Twin Adder. And also the, Ishgardian, Knights. Can't you see you're busy here, Scat? Oh, that's what you're into? Oh, you're gonna fight me. I love how, because this is an edgy game, the youngsters are black. Which means they're, hooligans. Oh, fuck. Oh no, you're pounding me. Oh my god. Randy. Has there ever been a, Oh, fuck! I didn't mean to go here. Posh Claudette. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Whatever. Has there ever been a black guy named Randy in existence? Randy is a very white name. Alright, so that guy moved. Hey little Pokemon, you like to swim, right? Zigger. Hey, if you don't do exactly as you say with her, why are you bullying the Zigzagoon? It's kind of mean. Wait, what? Hey, little If I had more Pokemon, I guess I could. Alright, I'm officially 4 White Claws in. And by White Claw, I mean truly hard seltzer, which is probably worse than White Claw. What am I doing? Bnuuy. Year of the Bnuuy. Life on the Edge, man. I know, right? Street rat. Are you from Aladdin? Are you Aladdin himself, perhaps? Get owned. Well, finally, I can take on grass types. What do I? This is embarrassing, but I have to pee again. For some reason, I accidentally quit Pokemon Reborn. I don't know what happened. But I guess I'm not streaming it anymore. What happened? I forgot to save. This is so sad. But, maybe, I guess we're doing tier lists now. I guess we're at that point of the stream. But also, hold on. I wanna. Oh fuck. My headphones fell off. I wanted to. Oh, here we go. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Wait, no. I have something very goofy that I want to do right now, and I had to put these back on just for this. I'm probably gonna watch this stream later, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I look ugly on camera. But I just realized, now that I'm out of White Claws... Oh, fuck. I have this garbage. I got this, like... I got this for something, and then... It looks way better than it tastes. I just got it because it's green. I like green. It tastes exactly like you'd expect it to taste. I would not recommend it. I mean, maybe if you're like 18 and it's your first time drinking and you're going to a party, maybe if you bring this, you'll be like, wow, this is really good. This is oh, I just really like the flavor of this. Alright. I'm done being on camera. We're gonna do some tier lists. That's fun, right? Sour apple, but it's not sour enough. Have you ever had, like, fruit leather? It kind of has that kind of aftertaste. You know what? What if I ranked every alcohol? I'm actually working on a video that's gonna be edited and somewhat high quality of my ranking of 14 husbands and husbandos and wife. What's this? Sonic ranks Sonic Girls tier maker, but it doesn't. You know, I'm just gonna. All the ads are gonna be there. Oh, this is a video, but like, what tier maker is this? What, we got like Sonic, but then we got hot babes and hot anime babes and monster girls. You know, what if I ranked all the Sonic OS tiers? Let's. Oh, these are all in order. Oh, this is the one that's like. Yeah, that's a. I mean, it's okay. This one, the Marble Zone, it's like. Honestly, all the. I don't remember Sonic 1, so. Sonic 2, that's one I played. It's Emerald Hill, that's probably Chemical plant is god tier. Wait, what is this? No, we're not there yet. What's going on? These aren't in order? What's going on? Well, the Sonic Adventure, the Sonic ships. I mean, the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 levels, that'll be a legit one, but the Sonic ships, that's gonna be a good quality, Sonic and Knuckles, no homo, bro! That could be funny, so, put it at A tier, Tails and, some Green Girl, that's from Sonic X, so that's automatically mediocre. Shadow and Tails have never interacted. Shadow and Knuckles have never interacted. Shadow and Tikal have literally never interacted. Shadow and Amy, I remember when I was a kid, my friend was like, Shadow and Amy are the perfect couple. But, like, for that, I kind of want to put it in D tier, but, like, I don't know, it's not terrible, so it... But, Shadow and Maria is, like... I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, huh, that could work. But then, like, Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, came out, and it was, like, clear that Maria is a child, so I'll put it in B tier. Just in case Shadow is also a child. Shadow and Silver, that's from Sonic 06, so it's automatically mediocre. Shadow and Cream is probably pedophilia. So, I don't know. Cream and this one robot guy from the one game, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I just feel bad putting all of the Cream ships there, but, like, it's like, I don't support pedophilia, but I think children deserve love, but not sexual love. But Amy and Cream, that's probably grooming, so I'm gonna put it there. Knuckles and Rouge, I mean, it's kind of obvious they have boners for each other. Knuckles and Silver is, Knuckles and Tikal, I don't fucking know. Who are these guys? That's from the comics, so it automatically goes in D tier. Amy and Nucleus, that's they've at least interacted, so Silver and Blaze, I've heard they've, like, I didn't beat Sonic 06 because I don't have that amount of patience. So that's I don't know. I'm assuming they have Sonic and Metal Sonic. That's just like, oh, we're rivals and we love each other, so that's automatically an F. Metal Sonic and Amy is like, I'm gonna kidnap you. Sonic doll and Tails doll. It's some shitty creepypasta shit. But they probably go together, and, like, I don't know. You know what? They're just going Sonic and Sonic, but Sonic and his eyes are bleeding. Sonic, I don't know. Sonic and I don't know. Oh, is this Sonic and Sally Acorn from the comics? That's automatically F tier. Wait, no, I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make a specific, and then, I don't know who that person is, but I'm just assuming. I don't know who these people are. They're from the Sonic Riders game that I barely remember. I think every character from those games are just gonna. Oh, that's SBO but I don't recognize that. That's they've never interacted. SBO and Vector have at least talked. Vector as a MILF hunter, I'd say that's pretty dank. And then the armadillo guy, I don't know. And then these are just fan characters. Who are these people? I don't know. Comic bullshit. Niggerona comic bullshit. Jeffrey. You know what? I'll put this in D tier just so Sonic doesn't end up with the squirrel from the comics. And then, I don't know, Sonic and Amy is like, you know, probably. And then Mexican Knuckles and this squirrel raccoon. I don't know. All right, that's my tier list. I know the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 levels. I was gonna rank that one. The problem is I can't tell what they are based on. I'm not doing this one. What is there an alcohol category? There's an Among Us category. There's a balloons tower defense category. Let's see what's in here. Yeah. No. I don't remember from. I think in food and drink, that's where I'm most likely to find see, all the Final Fantasy tier lists I'm saving for, like, milking my YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna do them here. Comida Española. I know that basura means trash. I know that delicious means delicious, but, what are these? You know, I'm just gonna look at these and, like, guess. Is that paella? It has the potential to be good, but, like, sometimes it has peas in it, which I don't like. Is that pan con tomate? That could be really good if, like, the tomatoes are really good, which they usually are in Spain, but sadly I don't live there. That's just like beans in a soup. It's probably good. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, the croquettes. They're like the best Spanish food. That's just a deep fried calamari in a bun. And that's the Spanish omelet, which is like the best. And that's a creme brulee, which, or whatever the Spanish word for that is, that's like the best. There's the patatas bravas, which are fucking delicious. I don't know what that is, but it looks good. That's sopa de fish. Is that like some fried fish? I don't know. No hablo español. Oh, every U.S. No, that's too much. What if I ranked breakfast food? Oh, I already made this. Let's see if my why did I put croissants in A tier? Croissants should be in S tier. Cinnamon rolls should no, cinnamon rolls are fucking hash browns are fucking why did I fucking Biscuits are more of like dinner food. Wait, are those latkes? I don't know. They look the. I don't know if they're breakfast. You know, toast with butter and cinnamon toast is. I don't know. Beans is a fucking breakfast food. Yeah, what is that? What's the vegetable tier list? Who best vegetable? The artichoke is weird because there's only like a little bit of it you eat. Arugula is like... Why would you subject yourself to that? Asparagus is like what fancy people eat. Avocado tastes like wet grass. I'm just gonna pick one vegetable out of all of these to reign over all, and like it's probably the butternut squash, but it might be actually the onion, because that's the most versatile, and or the potato, but I don't know. You don't really... Actually, no, because the potato is like, it has potential, and it like kind of relies on other things to flavor it, but the onion, it is the flavor. But also, I don't want to bite into a raw onion. No. Wait, what are the, where's like the unsundered dialogue that I want to use to read this? No, you know, like when the Emiratian people go like, but it's like distorted and shit. That's what Arabic looks like to me. This what sandwiches. I mean, I think we all know that the grilled cheese is the king of sandwich. What else is good on here? I'm just like, bread. How long have I been live? It's... Whoa. Yeah, I was gonna rank all the alcohol, but now I don't feel like ranking all the alcohol. But what I'm gonna do is rank fast foods. And I think we all know that the king of fast food is and Arby's is absolute garbage. Jack in the Box is good when you're drunk, I guess. I've never been here. You know, this is pretty good. I've never been here. Burger King is like... Yeah, I've been to Checkers, but it was Rallies. But it was once, so I can't rank it. Chick-fil-A is like... I feel like it has really good sauce, but like that's it. Chipotle is alright. Cinnabon is alright. Jimmy John's is fucking garbage. Dairy Queen, I went to when I was a kid once. Dunkin' Donuts is... it's alright. In-N-Out is mid and expensive. You just gotta know how to order. Back when Dunkin' had, like, the hazelnut coffee, I had that, but, like, my body cannot tolerate coffee. I have no idea what this fucking is, so I'm putting it here. Is that Long John no, Long John Silver's is here. I've never been there. But, El Pollo Loco is garbage. Five Guys is overrated. I'd put it here. Hardee's is... never had the milkshakes. Jersey Mike's... see, would I rather go to Jersey Mike's than Jack? You know, yeah. KFC is... it's okay. Krispy Kreme is... it's worse than Dunkin'. McDonald's... you know, I like McDonald's fries. Panda is like... I'm just personally not really a fan of Panda food. But, like, I like their cream cheese wontons. I used to really like Panera, but, like, they've gotten really bad, like, the last few times I've been there, but, like, I'll get, like, their tomato soup, so I guess I'll put them in Krispy Kreme rank. Panda sucks. I know a lot of people who really like Panda. Popeyes is... it's a step above KFC, but... yeah, no, I could just go to, like, a dim sum restaurant around me. Quiznos? are there even any Quiznos still open? Because I like Quiznos for one reason. They're honey mustard. But if I just got, like, a sandwich from Quiznos, I would vomit. But I'll just, Cane's has the sauce, so I'm gonna rank it high. Sonic is fucking S tier. I'm sorry. Like, listen, I love Sonic. I'm sorry. Steak and Shake is absolutely S tier. Subway is, you know, I have a soft spot for Subway, even though I don't really eat there anymore. Taco Bell it's okay. Wendy's is a step above McDonald's, so, you know, Wetzel Pretzel, that's, you know, the one time I ate Whataburger, it was good. I've never eaten White Castle. Oh, I loved Witch back when it was a thing, but, and I have no idea what a Zaxby is. I put nothing in S tier because, I don't know, objectively fast food is garbage. But, where's Culver's? That's a Midwest chain that I ate when I was out there because I had no other food. Zaxby's is Cane's in the East. It's also better than Cane's, but does it have the sauce? What am I? Dessert, but it's labeled. It had the sauce before Cane's existed. Well, I'm sorry for not living in the East. Agar agar, that's just jelly. Almond jelly. I don't have time to rank all of these, but I'll just look at these and be like, if I see a dessert I really like, I'll be like, oh, that's a dessert I really like. Apple crumbles, good. Applesauce is not really dessert. It's more like sick food. I hate bananas. I like bows. I used to have bûche de Noël on Christmas, but my family members stopped making it because it was too hard, but I don't know. I love really good caramel. But like really bad caramel is bad. I've had really good shaved ice in Hawaii, but most of it that I find here is like the condensed milk shaved ice is like really heavy and not what I want for shaved ice, but uh, I gotta say, like, nothing but cakes is surprisingly like really fucking good. Like, ugh. Like they have this really good frosting, and like the cakes are like really moist, and they're just like, I normally wouldn't get excited about a bundt cake, but like nothing bundt cakes is just like the best. Bubble waffles are okay. Bubble tea is like, I like the tea, I don't really like the tapioca. Fresh cooked brownies are good. Brioche, I'll make a whole ass sandwich on brioche bread. Yeah. Cheesecake, that's my favorite. Chocolate chip cookies, surprisingly really good. Churros. I love churros. Like, they gotta be really good. They gotta be, like, fried. And what is this? Where's, where is creme brulee, the best dessert of all time? Cinnamon rolls can be good, but most of the time they're too sweet. There it is. The fucking goat of desserts. Dongo. I've never actually had dongo, but they. I'm not gonna lie, but 14 made them look really good when they had like the syrup on there. So like, kind of want to try them. Dorayaki. I've had them before, but like I don't know. I'm not that into like red bean paste. Like flan. I fucking love flan. Key lime pie can be really good, but sometimes it's just too sour. Ice cream, the good old standard that I never get excited about, but if I have really good ice cream, I'm like, gingerbread, that's good around Christmas and nowhere else. Lemon squares. Those can be. Oh, I love macarons. Macaroons. Have I ever had like a macaroon, or do I just eat macarons? Is mango sticky rice a dessert? Yeah, I guess it is. It has like, does it have like condensed milk in it? No. Panna cotta can be good. Pancakes is breakfast. Sorry, this is America. We eat sugar for breakfast. Muffins are breakfast. Mousse, I love. I've never had a moon cake. Mince pies are gross. I'm sorry. They're like way too sweet. Pumpkin pie is delicious. I've had pecan pie like once. I don't know, since I don't live in the South, it's not something I eat a lot. Red bean soup is something, nothing. Red velvet cake is overrated. I'm sorry. Rice Krispie treats are underrated though, but like the homemade ones. Uh, Tiramisu, my beloved. I love tiramisu, but my body cannot tolerate coffee, so Sag. Uh, I've had taiyaki before, but like had like ice cream taiyaki. Uh, Strawberry shortcake is underrated, especially like when the strawberries are in season. It's like, ugh. Cheese is not a fucking dessert. Cheese is a fucking whole ass meal. I've never had Japanese cheesecake. I've had Turkish delight. It's okay, but it's not like I wouldn't sell out my entire family like in Narnia. And it's like bread pudding can be good. The brigadeiros, I might have had one once and it was pretty good. Butter cookies, fucking yum. Uh, what is picarones? It looks deep fried and I want it. Japanese crepes. I don't know what half of this is yet. Fairy bread. That's what Australian children eat. It's like if you gave an Australian child like a cake, they would just be like, "I might. Where's the fairy bread?" Uh, um, that's a good inclusive international dessert list. How long have I been live? Because it's 10 here, and I'm getting kind of tired. So that that was a stream. I didn't embarrass myself, I don't think, so it's okay. But I'm gonna stream next whenever I feel like it. So goodbye, everyone.